Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of August 29th. We are just going to jump right in here, Aquarius. We're going to take a look at your general energies for the week in this first row here. That looks good. I like that. We're going to look at your anything unexpected that could be coming in for you in this next row here. Then we're going to look at what you need to know for your highest good in this next row here. And finally, we are going to look at your next actions. And sure, we'll take this as well, because why not, right? But let's see what we have going on for you. I forgot to say, we are going to pull 3 yes or no question cards at the end as well. Yes, no, maybe. I want to start calling it. But you start off with this Badger Spirit. It says, be fearless, be bold. I mean, I don't know. I've been saying since the 2022 yearly readings, because of the Queen of Wands, which you have in your second row here, that really fortune favors the bold, this year. So anything you're doing in any area of your life, I would be fearless. I would be bold. It's like everything you want is on the other side of something you've never done before. I said this 2 years ago, right? For the 2021 readings, I remember, because I've said it on like every podcast that I've been on, anytime people are like, what's your best advice? I'm like, everything you want is on the other side of something you've never done before. 7 of Swords, right here, the world. It's like you have to go through some sort of portal to get what you want, right? So I feel for a lot of you that, kind of leaving comfort zone, stuff like that is going to be very beneficial for you. It kind of doesn't surprise me. I mean, Leo, your opposite sign always gets this message. And to me, opposites in the zodiac kind of get very similar messages all the time. So again, I would move towards things that you want like a badger, like a mean little badger. You have the Nine of Wands, the Lovers, and the Star card. The Nine of Wands to me is a card of experimentation, especially just looking at how everything is laid out here. I feel like experimentation could be very beneficial for you with this energy. The Nine of Wands to me is a card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So I feel for a lot of you that this could be experimentation in any area of your life. And that's what I would try here. I would also say, I kind of feel like some of you are a little bit wounded, but at the same time, I feel like you're not, because you have that Queen of Wands. So maybe you're healing, or you have recently healed from some wounds. And actually, that would kind of make sense, because you have the Star. The Star is also a healing. So I feel for some of you that you have gone through healing. I know what this is, actually. This is right here. Star, Queen of Wands to the Six of Pentacles. Something needs more energy. I feel you're on the right track here, but I feel you need to add some more fuel to the fire with that Six of Pentacles is what I feel like this is saying. So maybe your energy, I don't think this is a bad thing, but I feel like something maybe needs a little bit more, fuel. Or maybe you've been putting wood on a fire and you need to just pour a gallon of gasoline on something with that Six of Pentacles. Because I kind of feel this energy, especially, and I feel like this is work or business related for you, Aquarius, where it's like you're giving energy to things that work, but I feel like you're also giving energy to things that are not working as well. So I would get very specific about what is working. I keep telling people to do this. To me, we had Saturn Capricorn in 2017, and I've been saying this since 2017, 80-20 rule, right? You're going to get 80% of your results from the 20% of the work that you do. Figure out what that 20% is. I would even go further and figure out what the 80-20 of that is. One of my favorite people of all time, James Altucher, he has like the 64-4 rule or something like that. I don't know. I'm terrible at math. Don't ask, right? And it's basically the 80% of the 80% or the 20% of the 80% or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, this is going to a confusing place. But the thing is that he says when you really narrow it down, he's like, if you have a business, for example, and you do the 80% of the 80%, you really break it down to the 64-4, then you can do a bunch of things. You can have like multiple businesses where you're focusing on the most important aspects of each business, and then you can become very successful, right? So I kind of feel like some of you, this is about getting a little bit nerdy, breaking down what you do in work and making sure you're doing what's important. Probably, yes, I know that Saturn is not still in Capricorn, but, again, we're dealing with that energy until it comes back to Capricorn, because Saturn's going to come back to Capricorn in 27, 26 years, something like that. And it's going to say, did you learn the lessons? Because if you did, then you're going to be handsomely rewarded. If you don't, then you're not. You have the Lovers here. For some of you, I feel like this is about being at a crossroads. I feel like you have some decisions to make, not just in love, in all areas of your life with that Lovers card, Aquarius. I feel some of you could be deciding, like, do I want love? Do I want business? Do I want both? Do I want to be in a power couple? Do I want to be in some sort of, weird relationship where, I walk my partner around on a leash? What is it? I don't care. I'm not here to judge, like I always say, right? You're an Aquarius, so whatever you want, Aquarius. Let's see. You're a Badger, so you might be into doing that. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, again, like I said, I'm telling you right now, this is about maybe, I kind of feel like an engine that's trying to get started. That's why I said gasoline, where it kind of gets going, but it's almost like it needs to be shifted into the right gear as well. But I feel that's probably a terrible analogy, because I feel it's more about the gasoline. It's like maybe you're like in a rocket ship and you're putting regular gasoline in it, but it actually needs some rocket fuel. So I feel like something needs more attention, right? So I would just, it might be a good week, and especially at the beginning of the week, I'm feeling maybe like Monday and Tuesday, might be a good couple of days to just kind of like back up and look at whatever you're trying to make successful in your life, whether it's love, business, or otherwise, and just say, like, what's working, what's not working. You might need to get some outside eyes on whatever you're working on as well, like another person. But I feel like if you do that, it's going to pay off handsomely, like I said, because you're going to figure out, oh, this is actually what's working. Let me get rid of the rest, With the Lovers, you have the Eight of Pentacles. Something about love and work here, Aquarius. For some of you, could be meeting love at work. For others, I feel that you could just love the work that you do. For others, I feel you're trying to decide. Like I said, do I want to work or do I want love? Or do I want both somehow? Or I feel all these questions rushing into my head. You have the Eight of Pentacles twice now in your reading. And Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. So I do feel like you're increasing your material wealth. But I also feel like you're working very hard and diligently as well. With that Star, you have the Chariot. Definitely a victory coming in for you. Both cards, Star and the Chariot, are kind of like as above, so below. He has these stars in his canopy, these moons on his shoulders, and it represents as above, so below, using your powers of manifestation to get what you want. Also kind of represents the mysteries of the universe as well. So I feel like you're being guided on a new path. He's leaving behind the city behind him. And those sphinxes, they are moving forward. They're charging forward. They're both facing in different directions. He has a choice. You have the Lovers here. So it's like you have a choice on what direction you go on in your life. I feel like you're being guided by the universe. The thing is that those sphinxes, they aren't attached to the Chariot. There are no reins on those sphinxes. It represents the fact that he's just trusting that the universe is going to bring him in the right direction. Not only that, he also is kind of taking control, but with his willpower. It's a card that says where there's a will, there's a way. This whole entire reading says where there's a will, there's a way. Badger spirit, be fearless, be bold. Queen of Wands, she just goes towards something because she wants to. It's just that simple, right? So pretty good stuff. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Keys on Trees card. So I feel for some of you, this is talking about knowledge. I feel this is saying that learning as much as you possibly can will kind of set you free. I do almost get like tower vibes from this card. There's like an elephant in this cage at the top of this tower, and there are keys on those trees. I feel like it's saying to set yourself free. I'm not saying you're going to have a tower moment or you need to have a tower moment, but I do feel you have the ability to kind of learn how to set yourself free. I almost feel a protected, if I just zone out and put myself in your shoes here, Aquarius, I feel that there's a protective force field around me. It's almost like you're under the dome. Have you ever seen that movie? Terrible. But I feel like you're like under a dome here with the Keys on Trees card, and you need to leave these certain boundaries that are around you. For some of you, it could literally have to do with just exploring, because you have the World card here. So it could just say, maybe you've never explored outside your hometown or something like that. I don't know. I feel like exploration would be very beneficial for you here with this energy. You have the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the World card. I feel the Seven of Cups is why this is important. Seven of Cups, there are all these cups, but, here's the thing. I feel like you can imagine all day long about, like, how things will be in some area of your life, but unless you experience it, you're not actually doing anything. I feel this energy here of needing to go have more experiences. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I'm having deja vu here, Aquarius, so I probably said this to you recently, maybe in the September readings, I'm not sure, but go watch the September reading, because I'm pretty sure I said something very similar, where the best way I can describe it is I feel that there are things that you imagine. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with imagining and dreaming, but I feel like it's time for you to go have the experience, whatever it is. And I feel it's multiple things for you here. And again, if you're scared, which is totally fine as well, right? What I would say is that your solution is not only the world, but also the Queen of Wands. What I would say is start small. Maybe you've never left your state or where you live. Maybe you just go on a trip for like an hour just for a little bit just to try it, right? I feel like you need to start testing the waters and start living your life. I feel that's what this is really about. I feel that this message has to do with love and everything in your life, but really I feel that what's going on here is that it's talking about living your life, because maybe you feel like you haven't been living your life. Maybe you feel like you've been restricting yourself, or you feel like you've been holding back in some area of your life, whatever, take it how it resonates. Could be multiple things because of the Seven of Cups, but I kind of feel like it's saying you can think all day long about the good things and the bad things that could happen, will happen, might happen, probably won't ever happen in whatever, but until you go have the experience, you're not going to know. So I feel like you need to go have some experiences with this energy. I feel like you need to get out there. I feel like you need to be bold and assertive. I also feel you need to not care what people think with the Queen of Wands. She can represent caring too much about how people think and needing to not care how people think. So, maybe you're like worried about, what people will think if you do X, Y, and Z, and I just would let that go. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're becoming very independent. I do feel like you are separating away from like what people think, or you're separating away from, how people think about something, that you want to do. It's like if you want to start a business, maybe you're worried what your, parents will think or your cousin will think. If you want to start a relationship, maybe you're worried about, what the people in your life will think. I feel like you're becoming more independent with that card. And again, part of this has to do with finances. What I will say is just looking at this reading overall, I do feel there's this energy of the fact that your finances are going to be improving here is what it looks like to me. That's the thing that I feel could be making things a little bit easier as well. So pretty good. With the Queen of Wands, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is like a turnaround. Six of Cups can represent thinking about the past. I do feel some of you are thinking about it. I'm not so sure what you're doing about it, is what I would say. This could be childhood dreams. Doesn't have to be a person from the past. Could be things that you've wanted to accomplish for a long time, like childhood dreams. And, I feel like you're thinking about it. That's all I feel here. It is good, though, that you have 6, 6. To me, having 2 6s in a row or connected like that says that you're on the right path. You're going in the right direction. With the World card, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Something has to change in your life. The world is definitely a change. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. Again, this kind of tells me fears. 2 7s in the same row. 2 7s to me is internal fears that don't exist. So I feel that, again, some of these things that you imagine might not actually exist, right? That Keys on Trees card, I was talking about knowledge. To me, there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. We can learn all day long, which is basically like imagining how things will go. But until we put it into practice and gain the wisdom is when you put your knowledge into practice and use it. Until we do that, we really it's only speculation, right? And so I feel there's a lot of speculation that has gone on in your life, and now it's time to, kind of get down to business and see how things can actually go for you in love, business, money, spirituality, or otherwise. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. Next, in the area of what you need to know for your highest good, you have this Yin energy card. I kind of feel good. Like, I feel this is a slowing down energy. We do have Mercury retrograde coming up here. We're in the shadow, and what I would say is that some of you, or we're about to be in the shadow, I should say, and, what I would say is that for some of you, I feel this slowing down energy. I feel it's giving you time to process information so that you're not feeling forced into anything. Again, there's definitely an element of needing to be bold, needing to be assertive, just needing to go for what you want. But at the same time, I feel like you're being given time with this energy, and like things maybe are not really slowing down, but maybe in your head, they're slowing down, giving you time to process. Or maybe you feel like you're just able to process things quicker. That could be too. And I feel like it's a good thing here, Aquarius. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles here. Something has to be let go of for sure with the Four of Pentacles. Again, this is the area of what you need to know for your highest good. But again, the whole entire reading is about leaving a comfort zone, or, like I said, getting out from under the dome, whatever that protective tower, dome is for you. Could be anything. Could be a relationship that's holding back. Could be where you live. It could be, an ex-partner. It could be anything, It doesn't have to be one thing or the other, but I feel this is something that you are leaving behind. There's definitely fear attached. You have the Seven of Swords, which of course can be lying, cheating, stealing. But as I always say, Seven of Swords is not a negative card, no matter what anyone says. If you, I just said to someone else, if you read older tarot books, Seven of Swords is a golden card. Golden cards in the tarot are meant to be positive. And what I would say here is that the Seven of Swords is about doing something differently, but it can also be a card of fears and needing to kind of let your fears go. It can also say that you're taking things too seriously. So I feel that once you start exploring, and maybe you want to start a business, but you're afraid, you maybe have some fears about it. It's like once you start doing it, I feel like you're gonna be like, oh, this is way easier than I thought it was gonna be. You also have the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you need to start giving to the things that work in your life. And I kind of feel you're waking up to this, like you're waking up to the fact that maybe you've been stuck in certain situations that have been keeping you stuck, and that there are other situations that are really good for you. With that Chariot, it's kind of funny because, there's a saying that I'm going to butcher right now, Aquarius, which is, you attach your horse to a cart, you attach your cart to a horse with, I don't know. Somebody will know what I'm talking about, but it's almost like you've attached your horse to a cart with no wheels. I think that's a saying or something. I don't know. Do I ever know what I'm talking about, Aquarius? No, I don't. So you don't watch me for that, right? But what I would say here is I feel there's a need to kind of attach your cart to horses, or find a cart that has wheels and faster horses. That's what's going on here. It's like you're finding your true chariot. I should probably edit that out, right? But let's see here. I feel like you're kind of creating more efficiency in your life, which is what we've been talking about. What do you know? With that Six of Pentacles, Tower. So the Tower, it did actually come up in reverse. I don't read reversals, but I actually prefer the Tower upright, not reverse. The Tower in the upright says that something has been the same for too long, which is what we've been talking about. It's funny that I said the Tower on that Keys on Trees card, and here you go. It's like something has been the same for too long. These people are being grounded in reality. That's why they're falling down to earth. It's because they are receiving a shock so that they can, see reality, so they can see things for how they truly are. And I do feel some of you could have experienced a Tower moment recently, probably woke you up. Probably not a bad thing, honestly. Like I said, I feel like it's moving you forward, setting you free, breaking you out from under the dome, like I said. With the Seven of Swords, you have the Page of Cups. Could be new love coming in for you, but really, I kind of feel like this has to do with something that you see as important in your life. It could be multiple things. He has this fish that's in the cup here. I kind of feel like this Page of Cups is you, if I'm being honest, Aquarius. You could be in like an emotional time. I also feel that you're kind of, again, looking at the things that are important to you. And as I always say, he needs to grab onto that fish. He needs to kind of make sure that that fish comes into reality. It's just his imagination. Seven of Cups. And this reading is just flowing right together. It's just saying what it's saying, right? With the Four of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, I feel like once you leave a comfort zone, you're going to have your emotions overflowing. I feel like you're going to be finding true fulfillment in your life, but I feel like you have to accept things into your life, like offers, opportunities, new adventures. Doing that is going to lead to a lot of fulfillment and probably things just flowing easier for you. Next, in the area of your next actions, you have this Panther, and you also have this Chop Wood card. I feel like you need to cut things out of your life that are toxic. For some of you, it could be people. The Panther is like about removing toxic energy. It's an energy of purging as well. So some of you could be just purging toxic energy. And I feel like that Chop Wood card is just saying, get moving here, Aquarius. Start making it happen, right? Start chopping people out. You have situations out. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Definitely very focused on work, I feel. Eight of Pentacles is a card of diligent work and focused effort. Like I said, if you're focusing, obviously, on the 80-20, the 20% that gives you the 80%, I feel like you're going to be very successful and probably finding a lot more success. This isn't just putting work out just to put work out either. I feel this is very purposeful and it has a purpose to it. So I'd make sure that you're doing things that are purposeful, that you're not just spinning your tires here with the Eight of Pentacles. With the Four of Cups, again, I feel there have been some disappointments in your life, and I kind of feel you're like maybe not accepting opportunities into your life because of past disappointments. But like I've said this entire reading, I feel this reading is asking you to try things, right? Just try it and you might like it, but don't just assume like how things are going to be with that Seven of Cups. I really feel this reading is very simple. I feel like just encouraging experiences, right? And that's the whole point of life. You have the Six of Swords here. Six of Swords is about moving on to calmer shores. So I do feel there are some improvements coming in for you here, just in general. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Five of Swords. Some sort of separation here. I feel like you're separating away from things that no longer serve you, honestly. And again, Five of Swords could be cutting out the crap, right? So I would make sure in all areas of your life to cut out the crap. With the Four of Cups, you have the Judgment card. Judgment and Tower, to me, is the most powerful combination in the tarot. You have the Tower and the Judgment card right here. To me, those two cards together, that to me is a major wake-up call, or having like a major revelation. That's the most powerful combination in the tarot. So I feel like you've had a major wake-up call recently, or you are about to have a major wake-up call. With the Six of Swords, you have the Six of Wands. Two sixes again. So I definitely feel you're on the right path. Six of Wands, a card of excellence and success and just good things coming in for you. So love it, Aquarius. This is a super powerful reading for sure. We're going to do 3 yes or no question cards now. We're going to do, 1, 2, and 3 right here. Feel free to pause this reading if you need time to think of your questions, but 1, 2, and 3. For question number 1, you have the Seven of Wands. Didn't you have the Seven of Wands in your reading already? I guess not, but you have the Seven of Wands. I feel like saying yes. Seven of Wands, again, where there's a will, there's a way. If there's something you want, you'll have it if you commit to it and really believe it deep down inside. For question number 2, I would say, I feel like saying no. I feel like you need to go over here. This is a new island behind her. She needs to leave a comfort zone. She needs to move towards something new. For question number 3, I would say yes, 3 of Pentacles. I feel like with teamwork, things can work out very well in this situation, whatever you're asking about. I feel very specifically that this has to do with teamwork. For some of you, I feel like it's in love. Like if you are in a love situation that seems very difficult, I actually feel like if you just work together, you will easily overcome, whatever challenges there could be. I also feel like people are taking it too seriously. Again, polka dots in the tarot represent needing to bring more fun, more life into a situation, because it can represent a period where things have become too serious, right? And so that's what I'd say here. If it's love, if it's not love, again, same thing. I feel teamwork makes a dream work. So I'd be looking to team up with other people, or how can you co-create with other people? Really nice reading. I like where this is going, Aquarius. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your week.